Yay!
I know I scrolled past. I was telling you, I was like, oops, I scrolled past. Do you remember the beginning of the story?
No.
And you gestured. You were like, "Oh, I'm fine. I got this."
I didn't know why you were like trying to like show me your phone.
I was like,
so I was
"Oh fuck! Look what I did! I did this thing.
No,
are you ready?" And you were like, "Oh, I got this."
No,
You screwed up my shit.
I had no idea what you were doing, but I was like, nope, get this out of my face because I need to concentrate on reading this in like 10 seconds, less than 10 seconds.
Oh, goodness me.
So I was like, wait, this is not what I wrote. Wait, I remember what I wrote. Everybody's just giving the F emoticon.
It's so good. It's so good.
Womp womp.
Womp.
So appropriate in this situation.
Wait, Kathleen's ad agency just subscribed. I feel that might be a self-referential subscriber. But hey, everybody, do you need an ad that is completely inappropriate for whatever you're trying to advertise and will probably isolate your customer base or at least make them uncomfortable? Why not try Kathleen's ad agency? Do you need a reference to a penis shoehorned awkwardly into a children's play product? You could do worse. Probably not, actually, but Kathleen's ad agency. Our rates are competitive.
I don't think you could do much worse, actually. Delightful.
So that was CheckPoint.
Yes, indeedy. Sorry for the one or two of you that were having trouble seeing that. I'm gonna shift it over there. Get Paul in here. The subs are eating their own tail. We are gonna put some sort of we are gonna get some sort of some kind of emote that is happy, so that we can all greet new subscribers. Something like some people have requested like the awesome muffin. I could see that working. Not sure, so.
Neverend just subscribed.
Oh.
You should bring up the subscriber thing.
It was open, it just crashed.
Oh.
Did you see that?
Neverend, thank you for subscribing. Neverend does whatever a Neverend can. What is that? No one knows.
We literally don't know.
But you know what? Don't let that stop you from doing whatever a Neverend needs to do. Hopefully it's not illegal.
I like that, actually, the idea that the reason why that line is in Spider-Man is because the people singing literally don't know what a spider does.
Yeah, Spider-Man does whatever a spider
presumably
can.
Whatever a spider can.
Copy that floppy.
Oh man, can you rap Don't Copy That Floppy?
Do I remember any of it?
I remember the don't copy that floppy part.
I remember that part.
That's the only part I remember.
Don't copy that floppy.
No,
but this guy
have
is...
Torn Epsilon, thank you for making the F emoticon.
So,
well, okay, welcome, don't copy that floppy, and then we will bank subs until we finish the next story.
Okay.
What's the next story?
No, you
copy that floppy.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, don't copy that floppy. It's got child porn on it. You're gonna get in trouble. Don't copy that floppy. Just turn it over to the FBI. Tell them you found it in a ditch or behind some like plywood in your house when you were doing some kitchen renovations. That's probably the best. You could probably get out of it that way. Don't let them ask you too many questions. Just say your mom's sick in the hospital and you gotta leave, but just hand it over, and certainly don't copy that floppy.
Wow, that was a rich narrative.
Isn't his name Copy That Floppy? Isn't it the opposite?
Oh.
Yeah, his name is Copy the Floppy.
Copy the Floppy. So don't...
Could you turn off the halogen? I realized that for some reason we left the room light on. Oh. And I think that might be contributing to why I look red. I don't know.
Maybe. Somebody else just subscribed.
I don't know why I always look so red.
Is our subscriber thing running?
What? No, I didn't see anybody else. No, it keeps crashing. It doesn't work.
Darn, could somebody post the most recent subscriber?
All right, the light didn't affect it at all. No, that was the most recent subscriber.
Nope, there's somebody after that.
Oh, Flunging Gary.
I think this is up for you.
I love it. Well, I haven't actually been thanking anyone yet. Flunging Gary, thank you for subscribing. And additional thanks to Navarre and Kathleen's ad agency and Copy That Floppy. Thank you all for subscribing.
Plunge.
Hold on. It takes a second. I'm not a very good improviser.
I was killing time for you.
I know, and I wasn't thinking anything. I was just like, I'm gonna just let my mind go blank here for a couple seconds. Turn everything off.
Tell me about the rabbits. Tell me about the vampires.
Gary, he's a dude. He has some skin issues. Have you looked at that card? He looks kind of great, but you know what? Whatever. That's okay. Gary, he's a man. He'll stab you. Yes, he can. Comes in, gains some life, makes your opponent go F. Gary, flunge with Gary. He actually is really crappy at flunging, but Gary, flunge at Gary. Why not? You're probably not a great Magic player just like me, and you're just like, whatever, I don't want to do this math. Turn the guy sideways and see if you win. Plunging Gary.
All right.
If anyone knows the link to Mr. Flip's web-based sub notification thing, that would be great, because the Java app is crashing. So, CheckPoint. We had two very, very, very long stories in CheckPoint because there was a lot of information to get across there.
My rant at the end about being emailed questions about Flappy Bird is correct.
Good.
My friend Mike actually emailed me this morning saying, I don't understand what is going on. Can you explain it to me? And I had to type out a very long email on my phone trying to explain how it's mostly just media hype at this point that is propelling this stuff forwards. I described it as the Ouroboros of news coverage at this point.
Ooh, that's a great one. Sorry, Doodles the Great says Jim Sterling's latest editorial video, so I guess the Jimquisition, was about stuff like Dungeon Keeper Mobile, which he's calling them free to wait.
I mean, Tiny Tower and Tiny Death Star are free to wait games.
Are they?
Yep, they have little timers that run down. But they're also really generous with their in-app currency.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of games with in-app purchases use that sort of energy mechanic.
I like that they took it out of Where's My Water.
Yeah, although I have hit the wall on Where's My Water, in that there's a part that you can't go any further without buying stuff.
Oh.
You have to buy keys.
How much are keys?
I don't know. I haven't bothered to look.
So we will bank subs until we finish talking about Flappy Bird. Or is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Or Dungeon Keeper? What were we talking about? Which one of those?
Free to Nopes.
I guess
well,
that's Dungeon Keeper.
We weren't really talking about any of them, but we were
It's so disappointing.
It's a sweet game. Like the original Dungeon Keeper, I have fond memories of.
And it was a street game.
And it looks the new game looks very nice. I wonder what it feels like to be a dev working on a game like that. That you work really hard, you make this game that looks really good, and everyone hates it because of business decisions.
Right.
I would imagine demoralizing.
Yeah, that's gotta suck.
Because it's like all the people who did the art and the gameplay and all that stuff. It was just didn't have any part in the actual, putting in silly DLC or silly in-app purchase mechanics.
Yeah.
So, unfortunate.
Yeah. Well,
maybe they'll revise themselves.
We'll talk about some stories that we didn't talk about this week. But first, we will welcome Papper Slappin'.
Papper Slappin' has just subscribed. Papper Slappin', thank you for subscribing.
Yeah.
Slap that papper. What's a papper? Nobody knows. But it probably got fresh with you. Papper Slapper.
Can you scroll that?
But we missed somebody at the very beginning. James.
Sorry, the stories.
King James Enigma had subscribed at the very beginning of the session. We missed it because I think we're not looking at the chat after finishing CheckPoint.
King James Enigma, thank you for subscribing. King James Enigma, KJEN.
His name is James. He's a king. He's a mysterious dude. No one knows what he's doing in his bathroom late at night alone. I mean, people actually probably do. He's probably whacking it. But, we just say he's a mysterious dude to spare him the embarrassment. King James Enigma. Also a Bible connection. Jazz hands.
Jazz hands. Okay, so we were talking about Flappy Bird and how, everyone was like, oh, this game could be, it's just a stupid Flash game, which, by the way, Angry Birds, you'd basically played Angry Birds before Angry Birds.
I mean, there's a large portion of popular iOS and Android and general mobile games that did already exist as Flash games.
Yeah. So the idea that
just kind of smooth them out.
Yeah. So the idea that getting angry at Flappy Bird for being a simplistic game when no one seems to care about Angry Birds anymore is goofy. But wait, it gets better. There's a game called Red Bouncing Ball.
which is doing
red bouncing ball and spikes.
right, which is doing surprisingly well on the app charts. It was made with a game maker program called Game Salad that people have used, and it is from a template, a $10 template from the Game Salad site. And literally someone took like a game making app, bought a template for a game to use in the game making app, and released that.
Like literally what the
Yeah.
template makes you.
They just like made. I guess they made a bunch of levels.
I guess. And it's doing surprisingly well. And you know what? Fair play. No one else has done it, so good job.
Obviously, everyone is giving. Everyone's but I don't know. Hopefully, I guess there's rumors that there was some sort of was gaming the system somehow to move it up the rankings, but who knows?
Maybe it was Game Salad being like, look how awesome our game maker is. You can make tons of money too making a dumb free game.
But don't do this one because it's already been done.
How am I supposed to be pronouncing that guy's last name? Apparently I wasn't pronouncing it correctly.
Well, what did
Flappy
you...
Birds guy?
Yeah, all right. We're not. None of us are Vietnamese. So you
Really?
may
Don't tell anybody. They won't know.
Oh my goodness, there's like a couple more subscribers too. So you look that up, and I feel like I kind of gave
Well, some
Pepper
people in
Slap
the-
it a short thrift.
Some people in the chat were telling me, so how to pronounce it.
Oh,
But I missed it, and then they were debating how to pronounce it, and then I don't know.
all right.
Hey everybody, Pepper Slap, and it's that cool new game for all of the tween girls. Take that paparazzi and slap him because he's trying to take an upskirt picture of you. Finally live the glamorous life of Kim Kardashian that you've been aspiring to this whole time because all you grew up watching on television and it's literally what you think the new American royalty is about. Screw that waspy stuff. Just give me a tiny waist and a gigantic booty. Pepper Slappin' from Hasbro.
All right.
I will get to the next 3 subscriber commercials.
Yeah, we'll do another sub thanking break after this next story.
Apparently it's just like, when?
When? It's
When?
pronounced when? All right, when?
When?
Huh. All right, well, Dong Huen. Sorry. I've always heard it pronounced Nguyen.
Yeah, I don't know.
When. All right. Well, I can do that. Dong Huen. Anyway, so CkPt, the guys who make EVE Online.
Source of much entertainment for past CheckPoint stuff.
Yeah, they're making a 16-foot tall monument to EVE Online players.
They're gonna like erect it in like Helsinki, or not Helsinki, sorry, in Reykjavik. It's gonna have like a steel base at the bottom with like the names of all the people who pay for EVE Online. Their like main active character, and then like a part for players who have died, like, and then like a monument. And this is fantastic. And they're gonna bury a computer underneath it as like a time capsule, because if there's one place in the world that I could conceivably see being covered by volcanic ash and therefore being preserved perfectly for future archaeologists, Reykjavik is high on that list because there's already a lot of volcanic activity there. So I think this is fantastic. I can't wait for people in thousands of years to be confused of what exactly was going on here.
I like the idea of the CkPt has always been they've done a few things with this thing sort of blurring between the in-game stuff. They've got like the council of players who like come and help stuff, and they are talking about doing like TV shows and movies and stuff based on things that have happened in the game.
Yeah.
And all this kind of stuff. So the idea of actually building like basically a war memorial, not in the game though, but like in real life, is crazy. I love it.
L. Spectre said that the same name is pronounced 3 or 4 different ways by people who have that name, so you're screwed. And I saw Jaded Cynic say that he's met people with that name and they pronounce it Nguyen.
All right.
So I don't know. Anyway.
Whatever.
All right. Subscribers. 3 new subscribers have come in the last couple minutes. First of all,
Zombie 13 with 2 Z's or Z's at the beginning, wherever it is that you're from. We would say Z, so double Z. Good job. Zombie 13.
He's a very sleepy zombie.
Indeed. And thank you for subscribing. Additionally, Belisnar with a K. I assume the K is silent. It could be Beliskinar. Belisnar. Thank you for subscribing. And Enodyne Thank you for subscribing.
Can I get some Zombie Nation?
Oh, 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 oh,
Oh, zombie.
oh,
You are a zombie.
oh,
But you are also a subscriber, so you clearly have at least a credit card and a decent credit rating. And you know what? Good for you for overcoming that undead thing to subscribe on Twitch. Good job. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
A credit card and credit rating and a computer and the wherewithal to subscribe to a Twitch channel already puts you way above most zombies.
Oh, it's Bel Isknar.
Is it?
Yes, he says
Isknar.
not silent. Bel Isknar.
Oh, Bel Isknar. Thank you for subscribing, now with correct pronunciation.
Oh, shit, I can't think of anything right now. All right, we'll come back. We'll come back to Belsknar and Enodyne's subscriber commercials once I can think of something for them.
Isn't Enodyne the guys who make the big Terminator computer? No, it's Cyberdyne.
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 And then in Perfect Dark, it was Datadyne.
I'm just...
So
and,
basically...
And wasn't it in... what was the one in... the one that's not infamous?
Prototype?
Yes. Was it Genodyne?
Genetech.
Genetech?
Genetech or something.
It was something like that.
But yeah.
I'm so glad that you knew when I was like, the one that's not infamous.
Oh, apparently
Like,
it's Anodyne.
Anodyne.
Enodyne.
Thank you for subscribing, Anodyne. Thank you and apologies.
Anodyne. Oh, hold on. I've got a commercial
Ain't
for
no
you.
dime.
Bellisknar, I will come back to you when I can think of something. Let's see. I need to do my best accent here, and I'm so bad at accents.
You should turn the mic up a little bit. I didn't realize the mic was low. Turn that up to the line.
Is that better?
Probably.
All right.
People always complain that our stream is too quiet.
I need to do a Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, good day.
Good day.
Good
day.
day. Welcome to Canada.
Welcome to Canada. And Anodyne. It's our new high-tech program, eh? We're gonna put stuff in stuff. The Harper government gave us a bunch of money for transistors or something. We gotta replace all those jobs that RIM is losing. So Anodyne, that's a pretty good name. Eh? You know what? It's gonna put Sault Ste. Marie on the map. I tell you what, we are gonna be.
What are you from, Minnesota?
We are going to be the new tech hub of Canada. Take that, Saskatoon, eh? Take off, eh?
Canada.
Canada. Yeah, you went straight to Middle America.
Why are people effing over that?
It's just because it's your face.
All right. What else we got going on here?
Oh yeah, the pinball arcade thing you were telling me about.
Yeah, so this is actually pretty cool. So this is Farsight Studios, who's the guys who make a multi-platform pinball simulator game called Pinball Arcade.
Not just a pinball game, a pinball simulator.
So they're like, it's supposed to be, quite realistic. But it's realistic to the point where not only do they already have a few, they already have existing like games that were actually famous pinball games.
Yeah. They have like real pinball tables that you could have found in an arcade.
Yeah.
They've recreated.
I imagine somebody somewhere is just like, oh my god, this is like the 76 flapper or something like that.
Yeah.
Like a real pinball, like, knowledgeable geek.
But now they're actually, they are planning on working with some real old school pinball designers to create new pinball machines, which is pretty awesome. But they're actually going to be like not just, completely fantasy things. They're actually going to be designed by the guys who really know what to do. Except now they can design it without any kind of cost considerations. They can just be like, there's a giant thing.
There's a thing that does this, and then another thing. But then
there's two butt cheeks that light up on like a baboon's ass.
But then the next step is that they've got these real pinball designers to design games without the constraints of making a real pinball machine. But then their next step is that they're going to actually take some of those that were designed that didn't previously exist and actually make some.
Yeah.
for real.
Like actual pinball machines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently they already have a existing relationship with a company that makes pinball machines, which there can't be that many companies that make them anymore.
No.
But that seems like a really cool idea.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I mean, I could totally see them like, you have like have the game if you're at like a trade show or something, right? You
Yeah.
have like the game, and then you have like a real pinball machine right there too, that people can play like the same map
Mm-hmm.
or whatever.
I'm going
It's
to scroll it
super
down,
cool.
but I want to make sure we haven't missed any.
Oh yeah, there's a Kickstarter game called Catapult for Hire. And when Paul read me the story, I thought that you were
yeah.
playing as a catapult,
Right.
And then you do all these things, like you go golfing and solve mysteries and teleport and and fish and stuff like that. But I had misheard Paul, and you just have a catapult. So my original joke, which was, look, just because you're a catapult doesn't mean you can't live a rich and fulfilling life with many hobbies and interests outside of catapulting. But of course, it didn't work. And I was sad.
It looks cool. You guys should check it out. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if his Kickstarter is going to hit, but it.
Yeah,
There's a variety of catapults in the game.
both the Classroom Aquatic and this Catapult one are both currently doing Kickstarters and are not over their line. So check them out. And the Catapult one actually looks pretty neat. Apparently, it's sort of based on the graphical style and the world and the kind of puzzles and gameplay is apparently closely based on like the Nintendo 64 Zelda games, which are very good. So, and it looks really neat.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have 2 new
Also, your
subscribers.
Catapult.
Subscriber break. Evandil. Or Evandil. Evandil. Thank you for subscribing.
And additionally, I'm going to cover my bases here. It's either
F-Rage.
or
Frage. Or
FrogJ.
Froggy.
069 has just subscribed.
I'm going to go with
Frage. Thank you for subscribing.
All right, and I have a commercial for Bellisknar, who's probably been waiting
Sweet.
with bated breath. A long time ago, in the misty mountain range of some J.R.R. Tolkien reference that I'm gonna ham-handedly shoehorn in here, an evil dragon named Bellisknar had a problem. He did not have an adequately sized hoard, so he put together an adventuring party, and he and his dwarven friends went on many fantastic adventures, slaying other dragons who were slightly smaller than Bellisknar, drinking things, eating whole sheep alive, which was mostly just Bellisknar, but the dwarves were pretty into it, in theory at least. And finally, after a rich and fulfilling adventure, Bellisknar's hoard was topped up and he had made wonderful friends for life. So he then ate all the dwarves because he did not want to share his spoils. And the moral of the story is, do not go adventuring with dragons, they are jerks.
Nice.
That was a rich narrative.
It took me a while to think of it. I felt like I had to give him
Bellis-
something good.
Bellisknar traveled through the land until he got to the forest of Evandil.
Oh, yes. Whereas
The magical forest of Evandil.
the magical forest of Evandil, where all the elves were fabulous, and they were like, "Get out of here, Bellisknar! No roasting our stuff because it's all nylon. It's gonna melt, and it's just like it's very expensive. I'd have it's fresh off the runways in Rivendell, and I know you wouldn't understand, but geez." And the elves of Evandil were actually really jerky and had no room in their hearts for alternative body types. So don't elf shame people. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Oh, I broke myself.
What about Frage 69?
I'm gonna have to come back to Frage 69.
Okay. Hey, Contradiction Films, the people behind the Mortal Kombat Legacy web series, are working on a new live-action web series for Mighty Number 9.
Yeah.
The KJ Inafune Kickstarter spiritual successor to
Totally
Mega
not
Man
Mega Man.
kind of game. They're doing a live-action web series
Which
of Mighty Number 9.
I don't know about that.
I like a quote from the guys who are doing the Contradiction Films. The quote from the guys like, "Well, we don't have the rights to Mega Man, but."
Yeah.
we can do Mighty Number 9.
So
And-
I don't know. That seems. I mean, I'll probably watch it. At least I'll check it out to see if it's good.
I mean, I'm
It seems weird. I would like to see a cartoon of Mighty Number 9, but
Yeah, because the
because it's all cartoony and it's like
the
about
style,
a boy robot,
the
right?
style is a big part of it. Yeah, like I wonder if they're gonna actually like cast like how old is I don't remember his name, the main character, Mighty Number 9. How old is he supposed to be?
Not Mega Man.
Well, he's a robot,
he's
so
a robot.
the age doesn't really matter.
it's so
but
weird.
Very
I don't know.
strange.
I'm totally want to actually play Mighty Number 9. But.
What do you guys think of Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes being reported as a 2-hour game? That doesn't surprise me because he said that Ground Zeroes was
The prequel.
basically a teaser getting you in the mood for the Phantom Pain. Like it's basically Ground Zeroes is the tanker mission to the Big Shell mission, like to Phantom Pain's Big Shell. Like you remember Metal Gear 2, maybe you don't. Metal Gear Solid 2, there's the tanker mission where you play a Snake that's like a couple hours maybe, and that's like the prologue, and the whole rest of the game takes place years later, and it's the Big Shell incident where you play as Raiden. And this is a similar sort of thing where Ground Zeroes is just like a taste, and then Phantom Pain is the bulk of the game.
Are they selling
Except
Ground
they're
Zeroes
charging
for,
them
like,
full price for
full
both.
retail price?
I didn't think they were charging full retail for Ground Zeroes.
I think it's at least, if not full retail, then close.
Hmm.
Which is that's why people are kind of annoyed with that.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna look that up.
although, I mean, Kojima's sort of been said that it's like it's not the reason. Like the 2 hours is like to go through the game, but to go through the game if you were just going straight. But the idea is that it's sort of a non-linear, like it's a thing that you play
Okay, so Foban is saying
over and over.
people
again.
are over highlighting the $40 for 2 hours thing. If you get it digital for PS3, it's only $20, which is much more reasonable. Okay, well, if there's so $40, I would say is still too much, but is not full retail. The other thing is like
Oh, apparently it's
I
110 bucks
really-
in New Zealand.
this
though.
is a personal gripe. I really hate when people get hung up on playtime for things. When it's like, oh, you can beat it in 2 hours, not worth it. It's like, well, you can beat it in 2 hours. Like, I thought Burial at Sea, the first Bioshock Infinite DLC, was great. I had a great time playing it, and it didn't feel too short. But a bunch of people told me before I played it that it was going to be short and bad and not worth it because it's so short. And it's like, I guess it's short if you just, I don't know, if you speed run it. Like, I take my time with these things, especially something with Ground Zeroes. I can tell just from the preview of Ground Zeroes, I'm going to spend a lot of time dicking around in that game. It's like from start to finish, 2 hours maybe, but it's
Yeah.
an open world, like, it's an
Also-
open world Metal Gear game. You think you're not going to spend more than 2 hours just screwing with shit?
Like sometimes
I don't
long
know.
games are good, but there's not a direct correlation between like length of game and value for money. Like the Atelier games are 1 trillion hours long, but it doesn't make them good or enjoyable.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure a lot of
there's
people are watching actually like the Atelier games.
there's a I think there's a threshold.
Yeah.
You know, there is like when a game, if a game is like a super, you know, a very linear game, and you know there isn't a lot of running off and doing side missions and stuff, where it's just like I am just playing this game, level after another, and there's only like 3 levels.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that sucks. You know, now I feel kind of, you know, it feels kind of crappy that I spent $60 on this game.
Yeah.
If it's that, yes, theoretically you could beat it in 2 hours if you really burned through everything and didn't pay attention to anything else, then yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. But so yeah, I mean, it's from what I heard, the 2 hours is actually the fact that the 2 hours is like the developer saying, or the saying it's like it is a 2 hour game. Seems to me like it'll probably be pretty short, but
We'll see.
yes,
I have a subscriber commercial for Frange069.
All right. Well, you do that, and then we'll thank 2 newer subscribers.
I know.
It's not Frange. It's Frage.
Frage?
Or F-Rage. I'm not.
F-Rage.
We never got a reply.
Frage. Frage69. Frage06. Frage. John Frage. Thank you for coming to my office. We've called you here to represent Queen, Country, and Cats as Canada's newest secret agent. Your codename will be Frage069, because we can't think of any good code names because this is Canada. Also because 69 is a sexy number and we're trying to make Canada's international spying agency a little bit more appealing to the youngsters. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, and by the way, you have to choose to accept it, otherwise we don't have any work for you and we'll put you in the canteen, literally, is to go and gather intelligence in Minnesota. There is literally nothing going on that Canada can contribute to in a geopolitical atmosphere, but we still feel that we should send people down, so we're monitoring some crackpots in Minnesota to hope that they don't cross the border into Saskatchewan. Go forth, 69, and bring sexiness and coolness back to Canadian spying. Don't you just want to join CSIS after that?
I feel like a spy network shouldn't have like a PR department.
You only frage twice. Actually, frage 69. Two new subs to thank as well. Is that Odin or
Ojin.
Oh, is it though?
It's got a J, I don't know.
It's Odin, but with a J.
Dark Odin, but with a J. Dark Odin, Dark Odin. Thank you for subscribing. Much appreciated. Additionally, Jondar, or Yondare. Jondar, thank you for subscribing.
Maybe it's John Dare.
It could be John Dare.
Live and let Frage. I'm glad the chat is going
I
with
prefer
this.
I prefer John Dar.
Frage another day.
Come, John Dar.
Yes.
Oh, Oddjin.
We begin.
Oddjin?
Yeah, according to him in the chat.
Odjin, thank you for
Well, it's
subscribing.
Dark
Dark
Odjin.
Odjin. Dark Odjin. I'm sorry and thank you.
All right. Dark.
Everybody just have phonetic usernames from now on.
Welcome back to subscriber commercials for Dark Odjin and John Dare, once I can think of something appropriately stupid. So, I think that's everything we were actually going to talk about.
Well, those are the stories that we discussed and didn't actually
I didn't even
talk about.
write. Okay, Paul, you should tell people about Skullgirls. Because this has been a long ongoing thing. We've never been able to report on it because it takes at least a minute to just explain, and then you're not even at a punchline yet.
There's a lot of stuff that happened with Skullgirls.
Yeah, so the deal with Skullgirls is that it is a very popular, sort of slightly indie game, a fighter type game, and they had a distribution agreement with Konami, but the extra red tape that working with a big company like Konami sort of forced upon them started to become a pain in the butt for them because they couldn't put out updates as quick as they wanted to and that kind of stuff. And so they were like, you know what, Konami, we're just going to go and we're going to find another publisher. We're going to publish it ourselves so that we can put out updates when we want to and we can have a little more control over the whole thing. Then Konami was like, okay, that sucks, but that's fine. And then they immediately, without telling the Skullgirls people that they were doing it,
Right.
Contacted both Sony and Microsoft and had Skullgirls delisted from their respective stores.
Yeah.
Because it's like, we don't want it under our account anymore. Please get rid of it. Which is something that obviously they should have been doing, but it was kind of a dick move to do it like they did.
Yeah.
But the big problem is they did it on December 15th, which is after both of those teams, the teams that actually approve new things being put into the store, had gone for Christmas vacation. And so
really evil.
And so the Skullgirls guys were like, so now we can publish it, and we found a publisher to put it into the Xbox store because you can't just do it yourself for the Xbox.
Yeah,
it's weird. But so it's like it's done and it's ready, but there's no one there to actually look at it and approve it. And so just this week, it's finally back in the PSN store. It's not in the Xbox store yet, but it is back in PSN now. But unfortunately, because it's not a Konami thing anymore, it actually is in as a new game, and it's called Skullgirls Encore. And now they're doing it so that anybody who had bought the previous version of Skullgirls is getting the new one for free, which is good. And they're adding like a new character to it, I think, who's a shy opera singer who has a snake parasite thing that attacks
And
people.
probably also enormous boobies.
There's just some of that, I think. Yeah.
There's an amount of it.
All the Skullgirls girls have like crazy weird, like there's one who has just like giant huge arms coming out of her head.
Oh right, yeah.
They're very cool. It's very cool designs. But anyway, so it's finally come back to the PSN store, which is excellent. So if you were you were unhappy because you were not able to get Skullgirls, go get it from the PSN. And if you want a ostensibly sweet 2D fighting game that is a bunch of crazy cartoon girls fighting each other for something, I think you get unlimited power. I don't quite know what the story of it, like why they're fighting each other.
Yeah.
It's a fighting tournament,
Yeah.
I'm sure,
So
that somebody has set up.
We would have found a joke at the end of that, obviously, but all the preamble meant that we couldn't really do that as a real story.
Yeah,
But
it's what it
it
taken
keeps
a really
coming
long
up.
time.
More news about Skullgirls keeps coming up every couple of weeks, and every time we're like, well, we didn't do the story originally, so now we have even more that we have to explain. So we figured we finally explain it.
It's been like rattling around in the back of the CheckPoint documents for a while because I'm like, it takes so long, and now even longer.
And
Now
it's-
you guys know.
Yeah.
It's the thing where it's like nobody is actually doing something like that they could be like sued for. It's just kind of a dick move.
Yeah.
Like it could have been handled so much nicer.
J-Bread Phoenix will be around for a few minutes yet, and then
And then it's the GPLP.
in about 10 minutes time we got GPLP starting up with a new game.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
What game?
Who
You'll have to
knows?
watch.
It's a surprise.
Well, it'll be a surprise as soon as we update the Twitch
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
We have some new subs though, or well, we have one new sub, and you got some commercials to
Yeah, I
catch up
got
on.
3 to do now.
Aaron Ailstain.
That's so funny you wrote Ailstain.
It's probably meant to be pronounced. It's probably meant to be pronounced in a better way. I saw someone in the chat be like, "Oh, Graham's gonna have fun trying to pronounce this one," and so I was like,
Aaron Alistan. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing.
Oh, we made a spot the dog emote.
"Yeah, we did. Didn't you know that?"
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
LRR spot.
Surprise.
It's the
All
like
right.
when you're drinking, you're
Ails-
Ailstain.
Ailstain.
Damn it.
Hey, everybody, do you need some cut-rate liquor? Do you need to get real drunk, but you don't have the Skrilla to spend on that? Do you need to drink the pain away? Or just, put out a lot of cheap cocktails at some sort of wedding, funeral / bat mitzvah? Why not try Dark Odd Gin? It's a runoff from our actual gin production that the FDA said we couldn't sell. But screw them, we're selling it anyhow. To you at cut-rate prices. Dark Odd Gin. It will get you drunk and possibly ruin your liver, but you know what? Then you'll get drunk cheaper for a long time, so why not be thanking us? Dark Odd Gin.
Oh, hey, well, before we move on to the last two sub commercials for today, well, so far, while we still have everyone here and you're here,
Yeah.
what's happening tomorrow?
Oh, well, tomorrow a game comes out.
Yes.
A game called Final Fantasy 13-3 Lightning Returns. More talking.
I think it actually technically is called
just-
Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
It's not even called 3, I don't think.
I'm gonna play that tomorrow. I'm gonna do an all-day stream of it. I have switched streams with Alex because normally he would come in on Tuesday afternoon, and I would come in on Wednesday afternoon. So we're switching this week. So I'm gonna go from Tuesday morning all the way to Jer's stream at like 7 p.m. or something like that. So we're gonna get through tons of Final Fantasy 13 Lightning
Hopefully.
Returns stuff happens. Everybody should, it'll be a brand new game. I won't know what's going on. You guys won't know what's going on, but we're going to get through it together and watch some cutscenes. Oh boy.
Woo.
So that's happening. That is what happening.
You should start the stream
Yeah.
by watching the 8-bit
I think
recap that
that's
they
a
did.
fantastic idea.
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna have all day Kathleen, and unfortunately we'll have no Alex unless he comes in to stick around. But he will be on my regular time slot. So if you are super into Nocturne, we are gonna get our Nocturne is not going away, but I figure it's launch weekend or it's the launch day for Final Fantasy 13-3. Everybody wants to see it. Why not do that as a special fun thing? So you get me all day.
Nice.
More of those.
So you're gonna go back to Nocturne next week, or?
Yeah, I'll probably do I'll probably alternate Nocturne. I'll probably try to do a couple streams a week and alternate Nocturne and Final Fantasy 13, because the original plan was try to plow through Nocturne before Final Fantasy 13-3 came out, and that did not happen because that game is fucking long. We're 25% of the way through,
Yeah.
and I don't want to quit it, but I do want to. But Admiral Mimo, Alex will be back on Wednesday. You're not.
Yeah.
We're not. We're
Memo.
not
Memo.
losing. We're not losing Alex. We're just moving Alex. He's gathering power.
Shifting him.
Mm-hmm.
And
right.
then on the weekend, this coming
weekend.
Saturday, is the Let's Nope.
That's the Let's Nope with me and Alex, and that's just gonna be fucking
It's
great.
the Kickstarter
I'm
tier.
so excited.
It's the Kickstarter Axe Hand tier, which was for Kathleen and Alex to play a scary game, which both of them... Alex appreciates scary games, but does not respond well to them, and Kathleen responds even less well.
No, I'm not excited. J-Bread Phoenix is I have to run to Safeway. Kathleen, can you please stay? I am not gonna be able to stay because because it's GPLP, not GK and GPKP. What?
GPKLP.
It's not GPKLP. And I also have to go home and edit.
Also, her
email.
brain is broken, apparently.
Yeah.
But J-Bread Phoenix, thanks for coming out. I'm sorry, I'm probably not going to be here when you get back. Have
But
fun at Safeway.
tomorrow-
Buy food. Buy food,
Tomorrow,
I'll be here all day. Oh, there's so much of me. You'll be sick of me by the end of it. You'll be like, get out of here.
All right, you got to do 3 more sub commercials before we can sign off, so do them quick.
Oh, goodness. Oh, okay. We're up to Jean Adair, right?
Yep.
Can you hum me some, incidental French music? That might... Oh, yeah. In Venice. I don't know why I said French music when I said that for Venice. Oh, but look at this. On this beautiful boat. Do you know what these boats that the gondoliers push around are called? They're not gondolas. No, that is what stupid white people think. They're called Jonadaires. Jonadaires. Symbol of romance.
It's weird they gave them a French name.
The Italians are very shifty that way. It is to confuse you filthy Anglos.
Monkas be funky. Thank you for subscribing.
Yeah.
Monkas be funky. Alright.
Hey, Mungus. How's it going?
Being funky.
Oh, yeah. Mungus be funky.
We're going to be trying to whistle in a French accent.
Oh, wait, I'm a French boat now. They're an Italian boat with a French name, Jean Adair.
Yeah.
To confuse the Anglos.
It's not John Adair, it's John Dare.
John Dare.
Or John R. I don't know. It's do the next one.
All right. What's... Oh my goodness, I got an ear and ale stain on my favorite t-shirt. What am I gonna do? I should use this new detergent. Stain begun. Oh god, I'm losing it. Stain begun will take out all those ear and ale stains. They'll even take out Aryan Alstions, if that's how you pronounce it. Stain Begone is very effective because it's made of all the chemicals that we've banned from other detergents, so your clothes will get clean and the environment will be ruined. But you know what? Kill all those stupid dolphins. It's a small price to pay for getting those tough ale stains out of your favorite cloak. Stain Begone.
How did dolphins get involved
I
in
Have your
don't
this?
know.
favorite cloak? It's only for historical recreationists.
People still drink ale.
I know.
What
They
about,
still wear cloaks in some places.
what about Monkus Be Funky?
I
I
wish I knew all the words to Brass Monkey.
Well, that's not what I'm humming, so don't.
Monkus be funky. Monkus be funky. You are so funky. Where did you get the name Monkus? It's very unusual. Is it a family name? Did you inherit it from your grandfather? Like, is it like a maiden name from like an aunt or something? Because Monkus be funky. You're a cool dude, but that is not something I've heard a lot. I mean, does people misspell it? Do they misread it when they call roll at school? Has it lessened your quality of life? But you know what? You're still a cool dude. Monkus be funky. Keep jamming out with that weird ass name of yours. What the fuck?
Nice.
So in a few moments' time, Paul and I will return with GPLP in a brand new game that is not Dark nor the Dark DLC. Kathleen's gonna go and do whatever it is she needs to do.
I have to edit feed dump, and I have to do some other things.
Yeah.
Way to phone it in.
Way to phone it in, yeah. So don't go nowheres. We're gonna go to commercial, take the stream offline, bring the stream back online with GPLP, and we'll be back to play a game very, very soon.
Bye everybody.
Bye.
Thank you all for watching. Do.